moving back home to Albuquerque, New Mexico is probably one of the best decisions that I personally made. But I'd be lying if I told you that it was all sunshine and rainbows, because it's not. And in today's video, I'm gonna be going over a few key things you may regret when it comes down to moving to Albuquerque, New Mexico here from 2025 and on. So hang tight, grab your pen and your pad, and let's get into today's video. Aside from its vibrant culture, affordability, genuine people, and obviously the good food, Albuquerque, New Mexico is not a major city. Even though it's a major city here in our state, it's not gonna be like a Denver, a Los Angeles, a Houston, a New York City. And personally, from my own experiences, Albuquerque, New Mexico is pretty unique in every sense and every facet, even from its lifestyle to the outdoor accessibility to the way that people live here. So if any of this is interesting to you, and if this is your first time tuning into the Living in Albuquerque channel, guys, welcome. My name is Eli. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and notification bell down at the bottom. That way you guys never miss out on any videos, because we are dropping videos like this every week talking about what this beautiful state of New Mexico has to offer. Now, as much as I love doing these videos, guys, I would love to also help you out with your real estate needs. And as licensed brokers here in the state of New Mexico, if you are planning on moving down here within the next year and you would like to purchase a home, we would love to help you out. And that number popping up on the screen is my direct line. Feel free to reach out, call or text at any time, because we'd love to help. The first topic, guys, is gonna be the lack of public transportation. Now, for me, coming back home from New York City, I didn't own a car out there. I virtually walked everywhere and used the public transportation system for everything. Like, that's how good it was. And that's how close everything was in proximity of where you live. Like, if you needed to go to the store, it was right around the corner. If you needed to go and get some snacks or whatever the case is, guys, there was bodegas and little shopping centers everywhere. Here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, not so much. So the lack of public transportation is very real, and people see that you know, the accessibility of it is only going to be on majority of the main roads. Now, we do have the ART bus and the ABQ ride, which does take care of a lot of majority, like Unser and Central and some of the other main streets like Coors. So if you do travel amongst these roads here, getting to the bus stop may be a bit of work, right? You may have to walk to it. You may have to ride your bike to it. Like, there's a ton of people that bike to work and ride the public transportation system every day just because it's good enough. But it's not going to be something like in New York where you can just turn around the corner and it's easy to access, right? So owning a car here is going to be very ideal. Now, what kind of car is totally up to you. I highly recommend like an all-wheel drive car or four-wheel drive car with those capabilities, just in case if you do have to travel out of the state or you have to travel within, you know, the bad times of the seasons, like in the wintertime when it does snow here, because they do not clear up the roads that fast. Now, there is some parts of town that get taken care of a lot sooner than later, and that's going to be anywhere closer to the East Mountains. So if you're worried about that kind of thing, we can have that discussion over a quick Zoom call. But if, you know, riding the public transportation system and biking and walking everywhere is going to be a thing that you actually want to do while you live here, because I mean, who doesn't? We have good weather all year round. We're going to have to really look at where you're going to want to work, and maybe you're retiring and we don't have to worry about that. So tons of different topics just within that one, but just know that I personally wish we had subways here. Like, that'd be so cool to just hop on a subway and get to, I don't know, from my house on the west side all the way to the Sandia Mountains through a subway cart. Like, that'd be so cool. Second topic on this video, guys, is going to be the dry climate. Now, for some people, is this going to be an issue? No. For some people, this is actually going to be a blessing, because like Dallas and Houston, people that move from those places that move here tell me that this is a dream. They're not walking outside and they don't have the need to walk around with a towel to wipe their face off, or it's not like this nasty clinging like heat. Like, it's comfortable here. And for people like me, it's a curse, because the dryness and the allergies just makes it unbearable, because I'm always drinking water, I'm always putting on chapstick, I'm always putting on lotion on my hands, just because I get dry. And maybe that's the nature of the things and who I am. Maybe you're not as bad as me, but there are some positive things to this whole dry climate, because the low humidity is going to make it way easier and way more predictable for you to enjoy the lifestyle here, right? Going outside, going on adventures, going for hikes, biking, whatever the case is, you're not going to have to wait for the sun to go down. You're not gonna have to wait for, you know, all these different factors for you to go out and enjoy what we have here in Albuquerque. Like, a ton of people will get up super early to go on their walks or hikes or whatever before the sun comes up in the middle of the day. And the middle of the day, guys, I'm talking about like from 11 to like 2, like a time that is perfect for you to go and just kind of relax. And if you have a day off or whatever the case is, you can be inside. You don't have to be outside. You can do your thing in the morning, go and take a quick lunch break or whatever the case is, and then get back after it right after, you know, 2:30, 3 o'clock, because the sun starts to set and the temperatures start to drop at that point. So it's not gonna be an Arizona dry, it's not gonna be an Arizona hot. It is a little humid here, especially now during the springtime that we do get some rainfall, and that humidity kind of sticks around because the soil just really sucks it up and really holds on to it. Sometimes in some areas, like on the west side, for whatever reason, the soil on this side of town is crazy. Maybe it's all the volcanic ash and rock that we have just settling inside of our dirt naturally here. I don't know. Maybe I'm just blowing smoke, but that's what I've noticed here, is that living on the west side, even though it is way more dirt, if you do live in proximity to the river, guys, it is going to be a little bit more moist when you go outside. And then that rainfall, when it does come down, that dirt and that sand just really holds on to that moisture, so it helps out when it does get heated. Science, right? It's just normal science things. But getting back to the topic of the dry climate here, yes, it can be a blessing, it could be a curse, just depending on your lifestyle and what you're looking at. If you're moving from Houston and Dallas, or Florida, like where the humidity is terrible, living here is gonna be a dream for you. Look, guys, it is what it is here. The topic that I'm gonna be bringing up on topic number 3 is the lack of luxury shopping and dining. If you're into that kind of thing, it's gonna be super limited here. I'm telling you, right? Albuquerque, New Mexico, we're chill like that. Like, we don't really care for the super luxurious things. Now, we do have some luxury dining and shopping here, so hold your horses. But to be honest with you guys, it's not as robust as like a Denver, Dallas, or a Los Angeles, or a New York City that has Manhattan, Times Square, and all that stuff. For the majority, it's gonna be straight to the point, and there's gonna be way more local shopping and local dining here, even on those luxurious options. That, talking to people about some of these areas that you've been to, they're really not gonna know where you're talking about, because they're not super popular in the grand scheme of things. Now, we do have great options, guys. I'm not downing on our food options and our luxurious shopping here. Like, we can live a luxurious lifestyle here, but it's a luxurious New Mexican lifestyle. Like, it's like simple, there's nothing crazy. The highly purchased car here in New Mexico, and the most popular one, is a Toyota. Like, even amongst like people who are super mega wealthy, they drive Toyotas here, believe it or not, because I used to work at the Toyota dealership. I know some of these people firsthand. So talking about luxury and dining, it's all perspective, right? In the grand scheme of things, what's luxury to me may not be luxury to somebody else, right? Having a smartwatch that controls whenever I hit stop and record, that's a luxury to me. That's pretty cool. Some people might see luxury as a Rolex. It's all preference, guys, right? And I'm not bagging on anybody. It's just, if you are looking for that higher end lifestyle like some of these big city livings have, Albuquerque may not be the place for you. You may regret that, unless you're looking for a change. Then you might want to consider moving down here to see how this luxury lifestyle actually can help you with the quality of life. All right, guys, topic number 4 is coming off that last topic, talking about the luxuries, right? And quality of life. And the 4th topic is going to be the slow-paced living. Slow-paced living is not ideal for everybody. But if you're coming from a major city and you're looking to slow down, you're looking to actually escape the hustle and bustle and the constant hustle culture and grind and all this stuff, Albuquerque is going to be one of those places to where it's still super affordable, so you're not always having to work to keep up with life. And people are so chill and relaxed here that they nicknamed us the land of mañana. If you've been around this channel for some time, you reference that term in every conversation that we have, or you just understand, like, man, I get it. I get why Albuquerque is behind the curveball. I get why they choose to live a simpler lifestyle, because all this flash and high paced environments, it's stressful, it creates anxiety, it almost creates a disconnect from the world. Imagine being surrounded by high-rise buildings and you can't really see any trees or like look and see the ocean. Like, that's crazy to me, and I've lived that. A concrete jungle is crazy. Like, it really just detaches you from life. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm getting hippy-dippy with it, but living here in Albuquerque, when I moved back, and of course I miss the city living and being able to go and virtually do anything at any time, but when I moved back, there was one thing that really just helped me with get a hindsight of everything, and that was the slow pace environment. Like, when I went and was getting things done and purchasing a house and doing all this stuff, I was able to actually slow down and see the whole process and understand it all. And I didn't feel like I was being rushed through it because things were just moving that fast. Like, I was in my early 20s doing this, purchasing a house, starting a business, raising my family. And I really, there were some points in my life where I got detached, right? I got involved in the hustle culture. Some of that New York life just came with me. But that's okay, I needed it. But in times where I needed to slow down, I was able to just hit pause on everything and nothing changed. Like, that's how cool it is to live here. So if that intrigues you and you want to talk a little bit more about how that can benefit you, again, that number popping up in the screen is my direct line. If you're tired of just the constant grind and you just want to be able to build something at your own pace without the constant anxiety of keeping up with Joe Schmo, who is probably 10 years ahead of you, and you really don't know it. People here are genuine, and they'll tell you, like, man, let's slow down. Let's take a look at this at a full-scale view and actually see if that's something that you want. And I've had plenty of conversations with people like that, and people have had conversations with me on that same topic. So if you're interested, and you want to learn more about quality of life, affordability, and all that stuff, and what it actually looks like living here in Albuquerque, call or text me at any time. There's one thing that I have to interject before we end the video, and topic number 5 is going to hit home for a lot of people because Albuquerque is just not a big party town, guys. There's nothing going on past 8 o'clock. Of course, we do have some bars and some breweries that are open, but it's not going to be a huge scene, right? It's not going to be something that people strive to do. It's just something that's there, right? Like, if you wanted to go country dancing one night, there's a thing for that. Or if you just wanted to go enjoy a drink at a local bar or a speakeasy or whatever the case is, we have that. So we have enough to satisfy the needs. But when it comes to living life past 8 o'clock, if you're a night owl, majority of the time you're going to be spending it at home because nothing is open. So that's one thing that I'm like, man, I wish things stayed open later here because I don't know, I want to eat a slice of pizza at 11 o'clock at night, and that's just me, right? That's that New Yorker that stayed with me, and I'm not a New Yorker, so coming back home, I was like, maybe I am out of touch with reality because why should anything be open past 8 o'clock? Like, people should be home sleeping or just relaxing. Like, that's life. Constantly working, constantly grinding because you have to keep up with the bills. That's out of touch with reality, guys. It's not something that's normal. So when I came back home, I really opened my eyes to what normal should be. Nowadays, I make sure to get everything done before 8 o'clock because I don't want to be out even past 7. I want to be home, hanging out with my kids, chilling out and watching Netflix with my wife, just getting ready for the next day. Really kind of slowing down my whole life for that evening, understanding that most people are okay with it. Major city people are just like, they're so high strung and working at all hours of the night. And maybe this is just me going on a soapbox, guys, but just giving you firsthand experience of what I learned when I moved back, and something that I'm like, man, I wish we can do this, but I get it on why we need to have things close at 8. It's just what it is, man. That's normal. So coming down to normal, coming down to live in Albuquerque is okay, right? You may regret it, right? You may regret that you can't stay up all hours of the night hanging out with friends and doing all this stuff, and you can, right? It's just not going to be that big city lifestyle where things are always open. So think about that. I always find it funny when I do these videos that somewhere, somehow, I always get on a bit of a soapbox. And I really want to make sure that I can hit home with some of these points because they're real topics and they're things that I've personally experienced. So if it's relatable, I'm going to talk about it. And if it hits home with you and you're like, man, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for some change. I'm tired of the high cost of living. I'm tired of the hustle and bustle. I'm tired of constantly sitting in traffic because this place is small and overpopulated. Like, we need to have a conversation, guys. And if you are planning on relocating down here to Albuquerque, New Mexico, me and my team are ready to help you out. And like I let you know, as licensed brokers, purchasing a house down here doesn't have to be mystified. We really make it super seamless and easy for you to be able to do this and move forward to the next steps in your life. Because, man, who doesn't want to change their lifestyle and live a more ideal life when it comes down to the whole matter of it, right? So that number popping up on the screen, guys, is my direct line. And again, I talk with my hands. Maybe down the line somewhere, I'm a bit of an Italian. I don't know. But if you are looking for that change and you want to have a conversation with it, or you want to get on a quick Zoom call to see the possibilities of living here, feel free to call or text me at any time because I'd love to help. Now, it is Friday. As you guys are watching this, it's probably Thursday, and this week is cleaning week. So I'm gonna head inside. I'm gonna go start cleaning the house. I'm gonna go get my weekend started. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.